Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you, man, on a Monday night in which the Los Angeles Lakers got a blowout win over the OKC Thunder tonight, 116 to 104, in a game which is much further apart than that, but in garbage time, they creeped up a little bit. The Lakers dominated the second half of this basketball game. This was a total team effort. After an abysmal start in the first quarter where their turnovers were just crazy and they're just giving out turnovers like candy on Halloween. But outside of that, once the Lakers settled down, once the Lakers got their defense in order, and once the Lakers started running offensive sets, actual offensive sets, then this game took on a life of its own, and the Los Angeles Lakers went out there and got the dub. This was a real big win, man, after that Denver loss, man. Chicago went in and beat Sacramento tonight, man. We were watching that over on Playback TV with the Laker game. We watched them come back from down like 20 points to Sacramento, go in there and get that win. So the Lakers pick up a full game on the Sacramento Kings tonight. They pick up a half a game on everyone else in the conference that they're chasing, and they are now 1.5 games back of the 6th seed, and they are 2.5 games back of the 5th seed. And if the Lakers continue to handle their business, they've got Sacramento twice coming up. They can potentially leapfrog them as well. So Lakers off to outside of that Denver loss, which, like I said, I know that loss sucked, but the Lakers have now won 10 of their last 14 games, and they're starting to figure some things out heading down the stretch. They're starting to do some things very well, including shooting the basketball better. Even though tonight was horrific with turnovers, they're the best in the league when it comes to protecting the basketball over the 13-game stretch leading into tonight's game. So the Lakers are putting together some things here, putting the pieces together. And I want to talk about some things that happened in that third quarter because you know what? I'm going to say something that a lot of people aren't going to want to probably hear. I'm going to say something that maybe people may disagree with. And I understand that it might not make sense for the entire season or even the last couple of games. But I'm going to tell you right now, tonight, Coach Darvin Ham deserves credit for this win. That's right. Coach Darvin Ham deserves credit for this win. He does. He does. The defensive assignments, the matchups, what he was running, and what they did in that third quarter, and the offenses that they were running. And we actually saw some two-man game with Bron and AD today. But the offense that they were running in the third quarter when LeBron James was not in the game, and they had Taurean Prince initiating the offense, with D'Lo coming off a curl to shoot it, go to the basket, kick out to Spence, and then eventually find D'Lo. They were running offensive sets. They looked very good out there, and they ran most of that of the third quarter. Most of the third quarter, they were running sets out there. And I can't remember a game this season in which the Lakers have ran that many sets in a basketball game. I just can't remember it. And you know what? He's going to get bashed all season, and deservingly so. For a lot of the things that he is for his role in. Like, again, you guys know, who've been here long enough, know that I don't blame him for everything. But tonight, Coach Darvin Ham deserves credit because the things that are out there that were being ran, they were efficient, they were quick hitting, and the best part about it, it got everyone involved. Everyone on the court was touching the basketball. There was fluidity, there was movement, there was energy. Everyone was involved on the offensive side of the court, which led to them being involved on the defensive side of the court. So again, when you have everyone touching the basketball there, they're more inclined to get back and play defense because they feel involved. And at the end of the day, like I said, Darvin, yeah, he's catching his beatings most of the season from everyone. But tonight, man, Darvin's getting his flowers, man. He coached a great game tonight. And this was not a tough, this was not an easy win to get. They came off a game after taking care of Phoenix last night. And before anyone talks about the back-to-back, I'm sure you guys heard that, what they mentioned on Spectrum Sports Net, and I brought it up several times on the show on Playback TV, that the Oklahoma City Thunder are far and away the best team in the league on the second night of a back-to-back, averaging over 130 points per game on the second night of a back-to-back. That is insanity. We haven't seen something like that since the 96 Bulls. And that's what that Thunder team is doing to people on the second night of a back-to-back. But they did not do that tonight to your Los Angeles Lakers, who held them 26 points below that average. And real quick, before we go any further, the Los Angeles Clippers went into Milwaukee to play a Bucks team who did not have Giannis and had like a 20-point lead in that game, and they blew it. So I just wanted to just kind of throw that in there as part of it. They'd played great for so long. So these last couple of weeks, I've been, the sounds have been ready and just had a little fun with that. But shout out to Milwaukee, man. Shout out to Dame for going there and doing his business in there tonight, looking like Portland Dame at the end there. But man, it's just they're going through some issues right at the time where the Lakers seem to be figuring some things out. Like I said, 10-4 in their last 14 games. They're looking really good out there. And like I've been saying, man, I've been telling you guys all season that Darvin Ham is not to blame for everything wrong with this team. I've been trying to tell you guys that. And tonight, Darvin Ham gets his flowers. He gets his credit because that man coached a good basketball game tonight. Those sets that were being ran in the third quarter made my little coaching heart smile. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, man, that was really nice to see, man. So when I'm watching a basketball game and they're running sets, when I know what's coming, then that means things are being ran right. When it's all busted and broken and dudes are out there getting their own and running around, there was a play in which they had the ball and they were going towards the basket, and the play was like a lob to AD. They didn't throw the lob to AD, but the good thing about an offense that's flowing is that there are multiple options there. So they didn't throw the lob to AD, but they hit it in the corner to Austin Reeves, who missed the shot. But because they had OKC and scrambled because they got shuffled up on the offensive possession, that it freed up AD for the offensive rebound. He got it, got the dunk and the and one. And what this does is a good offense, which is designed to get you a bucket. It's designed to provide you options for opportunity, for multiple opportunities and counters. So when they were running with Taurean Prince at the top of the key, initiating the offense, and my guy, shout out to Young Africa, who was on the stream with me today, he was saying, I'd prefer to have Spence in that. I was like, no, they're using Spence as the counter. So they're hounding off to D'Lo, and when D'Lo's coming around, he's either got the shot, the drive, or the kick to Spence. And then they literally did it on the next possession. And I go, that's not even it. They're just opening this up to open it up for AD, who they're clogging their paint on right now. And that's exactly what that play was. So like I said, man, shout out to Darvin Ham for doing some things to get them involved and to get things going and to get that game to a point where they looked really good out there tonight. And like I said, I understand that people have been coming for Darvin all season. I understand that it's fun. It's trendy for those who can't form their own opinion to blame Darvin Ham for everything because they hear other people say it. But tonight, Darvin Ham had a great basketball game tonight. He really, really did. But I don't know. He's had multiple times this season, again, like I said, where he has he's made some mistakes. All right. And he's had some terrible situations. He's fumbled several opportunities there. But tonight, I really think he did a good job tonight. Really, really think he did, man. So shout out to him. And like I said, I know people are too far down that hill. They're going to die on that hill, and people got to be right, so they don't want to admit it. But Darvin Ham had a good game coaching tonight, man. He really did. He really did. But outside of that, man, the players, like I said, also had a very good game tonight too. Like I said, when I blame, when I say that Darvin deserves the blame, the players deserve the blame. Like I said, it's all not just one thing, including this game. Coach Darvin Ham does not deserve the entire credit for this win, because there were multiple players tonight who had a great game tonight. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in double figures tonight, man. We had LeBron James with 19 points. We had Anthony Davis with 24 points. We had Austin Reeves with 16 points. D'Lo hit him for 26. Taurean Prince had a very good, another guy that everyone loves to hate, 14 points tonight, 21 minutes of play, 5 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 6 from 3. And the Lakers, again, shot 47% from 3 tonight. OKC shot 38% from 3 tonight. They shot 39% overall. The Lakers shot 51% overall. The Lakers had 20 turnovers in this basketball game, which is horrific. But they had 12 at halftime and 7 in the first quarter. So 8 in the second half again, which still isn't great. But what probably the most impressive stat of tonight's game, which is a weakness of the Lakers at times, they out-rebounded them 63-41. And they only got out-rebound on the offensive glass by 13-12. So the Lakers, in areas in which they struggled, they improved upon tonight. And it was just, it was just great to see them out there getting the effort and playing great and seeing everything come together in which you have a game in which the players played to their level of capability. The players played together, played defense in the game in which Darvin Ham actually coached a good game. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that don't want to give the credit to him for that. I understand that. I know where we are right now. But it just is what it is, though. But he had a solid game tonight, in my opinion, man. But they're a bad matchup for OKC. They're a bad matchup for the Clippers. The Lakers are a bad matchup for a lot of teams in the league other than Denver. And that's what I've been saying. That you're going to build this roster just to beat Denver, then you're not going to be built to beat these other teams. And now they're out here being able to beat these other teams. And even though they're going to have their issues against Denver, they've got time to try to figure that out. But as far as the rest of these teams, I think they can definitely beat them. They can put in the work. And if Darvin Ham can get the team to run these sets and run these plays that they were running tonight and play the defense that they were playing tonight and rebound the way they were playing tonight and continuing to make their shots from three like they've done tonight and over their last 14 games, then the Lakers will be in a much better place moving forward. They just really will. And I know I'm losing some popularity around here, kind of sticking up for Darvin at times, but I really don't care because I'm gonna call it how I see it. I'm gonna give the truth. I can think independently. I don't have to think like everyone else. I go with what I see in the game. And tonight, Darvin employed some great strategies in there tonight. He really did. And like I said, the players went out there and executed it, and they played together, and they just look great out there tonight. And shout out again to the Chicago Bulls for going into Sacramento and getting a win tonight because that was big for the Lakers too. Now 1.5 games back of the 6th seed, 2.5 games back of the 5th seed. And heading down a stretch in which they can somewhat control some of their own destiny here with playing these teams that they're trailing. And, if they can beat them, then it's going to put them in an incredible position to get some more games and move up in the seedings here, man. So shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to Darvin Ham. Shout out to the Chicago Bulls for going out there and getting that work tonight, man. And just great team win tonight, man. All overall, top to bottom. I don't know if there was a film session. I don't know if there was a team meeting. I'm not sure what happened that led to this tonight to where guys were out there playing together, where they were running sets, where they were playing on defense, where they were gang rebounding. They were closing out on shots in a game where they, like I said, committed 20 turnovers. That's been uncharacteristic of them over the last 13 games. But tonight, everything else that they had been doing bad, they did well. And some of the things they've been doing good, they did bad. And they were still able to blow out a team that is the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. So shout out to the Lakers for that, man. They put in great work tonight. So shout out to everyone who's in the building. Shout out to everyone who was over there on playback.tv who watched us live, called a game over there. If you have not done so already, please head on over to playback.tv/EmpireJeffTV and become a member to the channel, to our room over there. It really does help us out, man. It's free. And like I said, I got 20 free passes to watch these games every night that I go live. First 20 people in get them. So it's just a great place to be when you're watching these games. Like I said, we got to watch the Laker game. We got to do the live looking on the Bulls and the Kings game. It was just a real fun place to be. So go ahead and join our room over there on Playback TV. Like I said, it's starting to grow over a little bit. It's starting to get where I need it to be, and just trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the week over there on Playback, man. And for being a smaller channel out here on YouTube, to get to 100 and in that amount of time would be a pretty good accomplishment. So we greatly appreciate y'all for doing that, man. So appreciate y'all, man. See who's in the room here tonight. We got Festo. What's going on, my guy? Thanks for pulling up. I appreciate you. Jay Premier says, yo, what's good, my man? Jeff, what's going on? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you, man. We got Eric Kwan saying defense. Yes, absolutely, man. The Lakers had some pretty good defensive principles tonight. They did a lot of things very well tonight. There's a lot of things that the Lakers did tonight that I was really happy to see. After about the 6 or 7 minute mark of the first quarter, when it was just it was really rough to watch. The defense wasn't great. The offense was falling apart with turnovers left and right. But then they just started to click. There was a couple of possessions there where Bron and AD on back-to-back possessions ran a 2-man game. And I really feel that after that, the Lakers started clicking. Turnovers were still kind of happening, but they went on like an 11-0 run, and then they went on an 8-0 run. They had later in the game like a 14-15-0 run. D'Lo was going ballistic at one point. There was a lot of stretches in that game where they just kept getting separation, and OKC never could really make it a game after that. So shout out to the Lakers, man. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's going on, my guy? He says, great win, yo, everyone. Facts, man. Great win. That's what Darvin Scam gets for benching D'Lo on Saturday. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Darvin has done some stuff that I feel like everyone's got to come back for, right? But again, everyone was screaming to bench D'Lo in the playoffs against Denver, saying he can't play against Denver. Then he benches him against Denver, and people don't like it. I don't know what to tell people. I don't know what to tell people. D'Lo MVP. Facts tonight, man. He was incredible. Angie B, what's going on? Mrs. Empire Jeff TV's own Miss Angie B. Thank you for pulling up. She says, what's good, my guy? Great win tonight. Absolutely. Incredible win tonight, man. They can build on this. Like I said, 10 of their last 14, kind of finding their stride at the right time of the season. I know the Denver loss was bad, but that's their Achilles heel. That's a team that's better than them, that has our number. We have no answer for them right now. Hopefully this team can gain some confidence and figure out some things that maybe they can use against them later down the road. In the meantime and in between time, this team has to beat all these other teams, as many as possible, that are on their schedule ahead of them. See, Zachary says, Jeff, told you Lakers with Ham finally used the Prince right. Hopefully stay that way. No, they used Taurean Prince. Had a very good game tonight, man. Under 21 minutes off the bench. I think he had 14 points. But it was just him on the floor tonight. He really impacted the game in multiple levels. And like I said, Taurean Prince is a very good basketball player in a system when used correctly. He's a very good role player if he's used correctly. So 5 of 7, 4 of 6, but a plus 29 when Taurean Prince was on. I'm going to say it again, a plus 29 when he was on the floor. Spencer Dinwiddie was a plus 33 when he was on the floor. That is a plus 64 for those two off the bench. That's incredible contributions. And they were playing defense and running offensive sets when those guys were on the floor. Both of them were initiating offense. And you love to see it, man. Patrick, what's going on, my guy? He says, hey, Jeff. Hey, everyone. Great win. Absolutely, Patrick. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. Let's see what's going on, Craig. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. Search as I'm unsubbing Jeff. Complimented Ham. Hey, man. Like, look, I mean, he's done plenty to catch blame and catch strays, right? We got to be fair though. We got to keep it a buck. When he deserves the heat, we got to give it to him. But when he deserves the flowers and the credit, we got to give it to him. We got to be realistic around here. Like I said, we got to think independently for ourselves and not just ride a wave. You know what I mean? Darvin Ham is an easy, soft target because people don't like to blame their favorite players. They don't want to act like or accept the fact their team may not be better than a certain particular team at some time. I'm not blinded by fanhood. You know what I mean? I analyze the game. And when Darvin Ham goes out there and does something that he deserves blame for, then open the floodgates. Let him have it. Got no problem. I'm out here to protect Darvin Ham. But when he has a game like tonight, and I understand because so many people are dying on that hill, they're not going to give him any credit. But tonight, man, he deserves his share of credit for this win tonight, without a shadow of a doubt, man. Tyrone, what's going on, my guy? I think against the Nuggets, he left D'Lo out too long. Well, that I can mess with, that I can agree with. But like I said, my only thing, Tyrone, is just the consistency. People will say, bench D'Lo. Then they bench D'Lo, and they're mad at him for benching D'Lo. like that's what I'm saying. That's my problem. That's my issue. It's like, just be consistent, people. Stand on what you say. Stand on what you say. That's all I'm asking. Just be consistent here. Let's see. Patrick says, why aren't we running sets every time? Whose fault is this? So that's what I'm saying. So the players, I've told you guys this before, and you know, maybe some of you are you're watching the show at the time when I'm saying it. Maybe you're not. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, we know that they've discussed this in their team meetings and in their film sessions and in their coaches sessions. We've seen it because they show it on Backstage Lakers. We've seen it. You know, like, so I know that Darvin is preaching it. We have seen it. Now it's on the players to go out there and execute what the coaches put in. And if they don't go out there and run it, if they give up on the plays, if they break the system, if they go out there and just do their own thing, then those things happen. And not just with the Lakers. Not just with the Lakers. This happens on a lot of teams. This happens with a lot of teams, with a lot of head coaches in their teams. It is a tough era to be a head coach in, which is why I've also often said that the era of the great head coach is pretty much gone, because players just routinely break systems and break plays and just go ISO and just go hero ball and do not really use their teammates to get open or don't help their teammates get open. It's just the way the game is played today, and the way that individual players and individual styles of play get rewarded by the officials, that it encourages the players to get out there and play their own brand of basketball and go away from team play, running shot clocks all the way down to the end, jacking up threes. Like, it's a whole different game that it's played now. And because of that, offensive sets and the way that teams run offenses are changed, which is why when you see a team like a Denver who knows how to run a system, knows how to run the 5-out motion, and when they run it the way it's supposed to be ran, the players doing what the coaches are actually installing, then it looks much better out there. So you can see tonight the way the first quarter started. You saw OKC coming off all those curls, getting to the basket off the rubs and the curls every time he wanted. The Lakers eventually shut that down. And then SGA, this is a team that gets the points in the paint and in the mid-range. They can shoot the three-point at a high percentage, but they don't take a lot of three-point attempts. They're like the Lakers. They don't shoot a ton of three-point shots. The Lakers are now top 13 in the league at making threes for the whole season. 5th overall the last 13 games. So, again, false narrative that the Lakers can't shoot. That's another false narrative, right? The problem with the Lakers isn't their shooting. The problem is the Lakers give up too many three-point attempts and a high percentage of from three. 21st worst in the league, where they were the 30th. So they're making ground in that area too, up to 21 now. So the Lakers are improving in areas across the board. But when they play defense like this is the team we need to see, because we have not seen where their defense and their offense is peaking at the same time outside of the in-season tournament stretch. Because we're starting to see that. And we saw that in tonight's game. We've seen bits and pieces of it. We saw it in the fourth quarter of the Clipper game. We saw it for about 3.5 quarters tonight. We have seen it in stretches. We need to start seeing it for entire games for us to really have trust and belief that this team can get this stuff done. Because like I said, I have trust issues with this team. The way they started this game tonight led to further trust issues with this team. But then once they figured it out and once they stuck to principles tonight, they never lost control of the basketball game. They never did. As soon as they started running sets, saw some success with it, started gaining confidence, then they took off. They took off and they didn't look back. And like I said, their defense was on point. Their offense was on point. Their rebounding was on point. Their three-point shooting was on point. The overall field goal percentage was on point. Their offensive balance was on point. Turnovers were a mess. Got to clean that up. And they have, over the last 13 games, been great. But not tonight from turnovers, though. Even a clock that doesn't work is right twice a day. Hey, that's true. That's true. No argument there. No argument there. Said change the title. Y'all just are dying on this hill. What's up, JSJ? Y'all are just dying on this hill. Elder, what's up, my guy? Thank you for pulling up, brother. Hope you're having a good night, man. Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. You guys are dying on this hill, man. Ham stands won't be tolerated. I'm not a Ham stan. I can't even say I'm a Ham fan. I'm just a realist, man. I'm just a realist. I don't run with narratives. I think for myself. I don't cookie cut. I don't copy paste. You know what I mean? I know it's popular and it's fun and it's cultish to hate Darvin Ham. I'm sorry. I'm not on the bus that hates Darvin Ham. I'm sorry. I don't love Darvin Ham. I'm not saying he's the coach of our future. I'm not saying he's a Hall of Fame. I'm not saying any of that. I just don't drink the Kool-Aid y'all drink. I think for myself. Let's see. Mvita916 says, games like this is why I still have faith in this team, Jeff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I still have faith in this team. I just don't always trust this team. You know what I mean? I told you, I got trust issues with this team. Got no problem saying that. Trust issues. But I still believe in the talent on this team. Absolutely. I've said that numerous times, man. Strippers got real issues right now. They do, Elder. They do, man. They definitely struggling right now for sure. Definitely struggling with it right now for sure. And the way they play basketball, very little assists, very little ball movement, isolation hero ball, bailout threes at the last second of the shot clock, running Kawhi at the 4 with undersized lineups. Like I said, if you listen to Clipper Nation, who seems to be in the middle of a civil war right now, man, it's pretty bad over there right now with some of these guys getting into it, which sucks. But it is a very predictable offense that struggles in pressure situations that doesn't seem to be sustainable come playoff time. So we're going to have to see. It's going to be a very interesting stretch because, like I said, from December 1st till about Valentine's Day, the Clippers were looking incredible and deserved all the credit that they were getting. All the credit that they were getting. And I don't think I dropped a single soundbite on them for a good 2 months. For a good 2 months. But you know, as soon as they started slipping, we was gonna. Oh man, I mean, just they were playing so great for so long. I gotta like make up for lost time with this, man. It's just African Gamer. What's up, my guy? Thanks for pulling up, man. I appreciate you. Absolutely, the Bulls won, man. That was great. That was great. That was great, man. We were thoroughly enjoying that game as we were watching it, man, for sure. Ham deserves no credit. He says he's giving God no credit, no line of credit to Darvin Ham. No line of credit. It's fine, guys. You're allowed to have your opinion. I'm allowed to have mine, man. Jeff, give Doc credit to Buck defense look better. You know what? I didn't get the chance to really watch a lot of that Bucks Clipper game. I didn't get to see the end of it. I was getting ready for the show. I pulled up on Laker Girl show, so shout out to her. Make sure to go to subscribe to her channel. So I was watching it. The Clippers got up big, and then I kind of went away. I was watching the Bulls and Chicago game. I had that one on, and then when I was going live on playback, they told me that the Clippers lost. So I was like, what? So I have to actually go back, and tomorrow morning I'll go back and watch the ending of that game or the second half of that game, because to me, I was more interested in the Bulls Sacramento game, so I was watching that one. But I'm gonna have to go back and watch the second half of that game. Lakers are a really bad matchup for the Thunder. Things line up well for us tonight. Yeah, the Lakers are a bad matchup for a lot of different teams other than the Denver Nuggets, and that's just how I feel. I really feel like the Lakers have a strong chance to beat anyone else other than Denver until they figure a way to beat Denver. Like, they need to prove to me and show me that they can beat Denver. Because like I said, they've had their moments, they've had their issues, they had their problems, 8 straight, including 4 in a row in the playoffs. So they're gonna have to show me they can beat that team. I think, Denver is a better team than us, and they've got the edge on us. They just got our number. Thing about that is sometimes it just takes a win or two to kind of snap out of that funk. So are the Lakers capable of beating them? I mean, maybe. But right now, they've showed us nothing to indicate that they will. So that's something to monitor and continue. But the Lakers got to get through a bunch of other teams and be good enough to beat those other teams to then face Denver. Because Denver might be that team standing in the way of the finals if whichever team gets to the Western Conference Finals, man. Ham is the worst coach in the league. I would love to bring people up here and say all this stuff about Ham and just really break down basketball plays with them and see what their comebacks would be other than just narratives on the internet. I would love it. I want OKC in round 1. I wouldn't mind that either. Wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind OKC. I wouldn't mind the Clippers. I wouldn't mind Phoenix. I wouldn't mind New Orleans. There's no team I'm worried about in the Western Conference other than Denver. I'm not worried about any of them, man. Ham gets no credit. So he's less than like a 300 credit score. No credit. Damn. Let's see. Warren Law says he learned his lesson. Play D'Lo and trust him. I think he should be playing D'Lo, and I think he should trust him. My thing that I was making fun of people were the people that kept saying bench D'Lo, and then he benched D'Lo, and they're like, why'd you bench D'Lo? Those people are wild. Those people are wild, man. Giles looks like a rebounder. Pretty much anyone that's tall usually is a rebounder, but Giles is or can be a rebounder. Giles is always been a solid talent. His biggest issues have been injuries and consistency. So we'll see. I don't anticipate him getting much run. Jackson Hayes had a decent game today. But like I said, Jackson Hayes, like I said, he's good in pace, he's good in space, he's not good in traffic, and he's not good in congestion. He gets just ragdolled around there. He's not very big in size as far as physical strength. He's got some length, but it's just he almost has to be by himself to get the rebound, because if there's a bunch of bodies that have to be bumped into and there's traffic or congestion, he's just not the same player. He's just not built for it. His body just isn't built for it, man. JHS is only good in the G League. Yeah, he's never, guys, like, you need to stop paying attention to JSS on the NBA level right now. He's not going to get any meaningful minutes. He's not going to get put in any situations. It's going to be like, we don't know who JHS is. Is he going to be a star? Probably not. Is he a bust? It's way too early to say that. This kid is 20 years old. His body and mind haven't even matured to an NBA level yet. He played 1 year of college basketball. He is not there yet. Y'all need to chill, man. Y'all need to chill. Jeff, which playoff team do you think is a bad matchup for the Nuggets? I hope they face Dallas, because I think Dallas is unpredictable. I agree with you on Dallas being unpredictable, unconventional, and can do things that can maybe steal around against a team that they shouldn't win. So I agree with you on that. But I think the team, as far as the team that has that would give Denver problems and is kind of constructed to face Denver is Minnesota. I think the Wolves have a chance at getting them. Now, will they? I'd still take Denver in that series. But I think Minnesota is a team that's built best to get them. That's what I feel. Chi-Town stand up. Let's go. Thanks for the assist. Exactly, man. They were huge in helping us get that. They make up that game in the standings tonight. Lakers 238 says, still I don't satisfied with AD's performance. AD should demand the ball and be a monster in the post. He continues to play outside the paint and not position himself well. Well, the thing about that is AD had 24 points tonight, 7 of 12 shooting. He was a plus 10, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, 4 assists, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. He had a great game. He had a great game. And another thing to keep in mind here is you're playing with LeBron James, who takes up space as well. So AD is not a Shaquille O'Neal. Like, he's not a guy that's going to just live in the paint and bully people. He's not that type of player. When AD is agile and has his agility going and can float around is when he's at his best. But unfortunately, we need him to be a bully in the post. And he's having his best year in the paint. Like I said, these narratives. AD is having a great year in the paint. Great year. And he had 24 points tonight, very efficiently. Love the show says, what up, Empire? Jeff J searching the story, the mod monster. What's going on? Love the show. Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. James Caldwell, what's going on, brother? Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you as well. Warren says, thank you for the after game show, Empire. Hey, thank you for pulling up. I greatly appreciate you guys, man. You guys are the reason I do it. If not, I'd be here talking to myself. So appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to, for tuning into all the content creators, man. All the people that put in hard work after these games, during these games, before these games. Like, shout out to everyone like who's part of this wonderful Laker community that we have on YouTube, on Playback, and everywhere else, man. Support everyone, man. It's a really good community here. Speaking on that, if you haven't done so already, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Truly goes a long way to help the channel out. So drop a like. I think we have about 50 people in the building right now, 30 likes on the video. We can do better than that. Come on, y'all. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And we also have 3 different levels of membership here. We got the mid-level, the mid-level, and the full mid-level, with some member-only videos and some giveaways coming soon. So go ahead and become a member to the channel. But the least you can do is subscribe, drop a like on the video. Like I've been telling you guys for a while, about 30% of the people who tune in nightly have yet to subscribe to the channel. You're here every night. You're tuned in, probably dropping a like on the video. Just go ahead and subscribe. We truly appreciate it. Thank you, guys. All right. Sammy, what's going on, my guy? Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. Yo, D'Lo with the 3 and fell. Man, that was a crazy shot. That one, so when D'Lo went on that little mini run, we had switched over to the Bulls Sacramento game because that game was down to the wire. Did you guys see the ending of that game? That was incredible. That was a clinic. Basically, you could make a video on how not to win a game for how Sacramento finished that game against Chicago. It was just terrible. Terrible execution down the stretch. And shout out to Chicago again. But Sacramento, man, as much credit as I want to give to Chicago, like, Sacramento just blew that game. Like, they just blew that game. Absolutely blew that game. It was crazy. It was just crazy to see, man. That was nuts. But yeah, shout out to them. Incredible win for Chicago. Just bad loss for Sacramento, and bad loss for the Clippers tonight going into Milwaukee. And I got to do it again. I'm sorry. I told y'all, man, I was saving those sound bites for a while. They were playing so great that I couldn't use it. But now we can use it, man. And that's what I'm talking about. One Peruvian guy. What's going on, my brother? Thank you for pulling up. I greatly appreciate your continued support. I can say Lakers have OKC number. We have OKC number. I feel like well, not to the extent that Denver has our number, but we've had some really good wins against them. They've killed us a couple of times, but on just our lineup on our roster and our overall team is going to be problematic for them. I feel we definitely have their number for sure. We're basking in our glory tonight. This is true, man. This is true. Just left in the game. That's what's up, Sammy. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Let's see. Give Spencer his flowers. Killed it tonight. Yeah, I've been giving Spence. Like, my thing about Spence is, again, the people who have been bashing Spence don't know his game. really. So if you let Spence get out there and play the point guard role, if you let him initiate, you let him create, Spence can help you win without scoring, similar to how Austin Reeves can at times. He can do that, but he's got to be able to run the point guard position. He's got to be able to play his normal role and play in his space of comfort. And the Lakers have gotten better the last few games of letting him do that. If you're looking at Spence's point contribution, as far as the only way he can help the team, then you're probably not gonna always appreciate everything he brings to the table. But he's a very good point guard, and he can do a lot of good things. And if the Lakers let him be the backup point guard and run the show at times, then he's gonna help them get wins for sure. If AD plays a monster game at the post, we can be unstoppable. He needs to be aggressive and practice more post moves. Jokic will have a problem if we attack him in the paint. Again, AD's style of play is not your traditional big. So if you're looking for Anthony Davis to be a traditional big, well, then you're going to continue to be frustrated. It's not what he does. He's a very good player, an incredible player, incredible defensive player, and a very skilled offensive player. But he's not going to be your traditional back to the basket dominant big. That's just not his game. Michael, what's going on, man? TP played like the reason we signed him. Glad he shut up the haters for one game. Yeah, like I said, people get hooked on these narratives, man, and these sound bites and these just talking points, and they just latch onto it for dear life. There's been games where Taurean Prince has played terrible, and I got no problem saying that when he does. But every time I talk about how good Taurean Prince has played, people lose their mind. Like chat, he has had good games, and he had another one tonight, a plus 29 tonight. And there are people out there who still won't give him credit. Prince getting his shot back. Yeah, he's getting involved in more parts of the offense other than his catch and shoot three. He can do other things. That's why I said shout out to Darvin Ham in that third quarter for having him initiate the offense when he realized that OKC wasn't pressing. So let him initiate the offense, have D'Lo come off the curl, and then Spence as a counter, and then you got the lob or AD coming out the dunker spot. It's a great play. And they ran it, and they just ran it down OKC's throat. And shout out to them for doing so. Let's rate AD's performance to this game. 1 to 10. For me, 6. Lakers will be successful if AD dominates the game. I would give Anthony Davis about a 7.5 tonight. 7.5. He was very efficient, 24 points. About 7.5 tonight. He was very, very efficient tonight. Says Jeff, I know you're a fan of Holiday Ham, though. Dare you to say no. A fan of Ham? No, I said I'm not a Ham stan. I'm not a Ham fanatic. I'm not. But I can sit here and talk about the game of basketball and not just bash someone just because everyone else is. Like, I think independently of myself. So, like, for me to sit here, there's been games I'm like, Darvin, oh, man, come on, Darvin. Like, you just made this way worse for yourself, Darvin. My train of thought is this. I know the Lakers, and I've been telling you guys this since last season. I've told you guys they're not getting rid of him. Because I know they're not getting rid of him, I'm rooting for his success because I want my team to win. There are people who want the Lakers to lose just so they can be rid of Darvin Ham. But I'm not rooting for my team to lose. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I want Darvin to succeed because that means my team will succeed. Now, outside of that, as far as being a Darvin fan, no, I'm not a Darvin fan. But I'm not a Darvin hater either. And I don't hate someone or hate on someone just because other people do. Just not how I'm wired. Hey, same here. Got to keep it real. Let's see. 9 out of 10 teams in the playoff picture don't want to face the Lakers in a best of 7. This I agree. I absolutely agree with this. My guy Chris, what's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on in Flippin' Nation? What's going on, my Court Kings brother, the graphic guy, Chris, man? Appreciate you, brother, for tuning in. Not only in playback, but here again tonight. So appreciate you, brother. Let's see. Patrick Jane says, I have not seen the Lakers limit Fox. Fox has destroyed us in our previous match. How can we hold Fox? We're going to struggle with Fox, Patrick, because any point guard that plays with that type of speed is going to hurt us. So the best way to hold Fox is to go at him defensively and make him work defensively. So Austin, D'Lo, Spence, like those guys have to have big games to make Fox have to guard people. If you make him guard people, then you can kind of make things tough for him at times. But he's just a great offensive talent who plays at a tremendous pace and speed. It's really hard to just shut him down with the roster that we have. So I don't know if you look to do that. I think you just look to try to counter him by going at him offensively and making him play defense and fight through the struggles that our players have to go through. I think the problem is our guards sometimes, when we have like the Jamal Murrays or the De'Aaron Foxes, or even a lot of times SGA until tonight, the problem is we don't go at them the way they go at us. So when we can go at them, then we're more effective. So we need D'Lo, Reeves, and Spence to have solid games against Sacramento, because Monk always tends to go off great against us too. So if we can get those types of games out of those guys, then it's a tremendous difference. And that's the best way to kind of go at him. Jackson Hayes need to eat some ribs and cheeseburgers and put some muscle on that, man. For sure, man. He can have some of this extra weight I'm carrying. Just I'd give that away for free, right, man? But it's not, his limitations are not his fault. He's just not a big guy from that standpoint. Like I said, in space and in pace, he's solid. But in traffic and congestion, he is not. I think Lakers can beat Denver if AD will beast in the paint and move faster than Jokic. Easier said than done, brother. Lakers told the players, don't listen to Ham, listen to me, LeBron said. It's funny. And when they showed that in the game that they did it was when they had one of the worst net rating performances. But like I said, I guarantee you LeBron was not running those plays in the third quarter because Bron wasn't even on the floor. That wasn't happening. So like I said, if you watch, if you see it, Darvin was over there talking to the players. They were running through things. Bron was on the bench when they were running these sets. And like I said, I think players are starting to believe a little bit here. Not necessarily in that Darvin is out of the woods or he's won the entire locker room back, but I think that they're starting to believe that they're going to need each other's activity to be successful. And like I said, all these reports and these false things that are leaked and all these different things, I rarely pay attention to any of them. Because majority of them are untrue, but you can just see for yourself on the floor. Those guys were playing for each other tonight. They were running the offense together. They were looking for each other out there. And a lot of the times that's the battle. And you get them to do that, then a lot of things are going to be good for you. 80 don't really need to do that much tonight. Everyone ate tonight. Plus there's so much other talent on the floor that we can't get Shaq numbers out of him every game. That's a fact, Micah. That's what I've always said. I feel like AD, whether it's from Bron fans or just impatient Laker fans, is like, no matter what he does is going to be enough. You know what I mean? I think that's unfair. He had himself a great game tonight. And like I said, he had a great game in a game where everyone else ate. Laker fans hate the Prince who plays 35 a game. They love the Prince who plays no more than 24. I like him right now, 20, 21 minute slot is where I like him. But there's people who didn't want him on the floor tonight, Brandon, even at 20 minutes. For the ones who haven't liked and subscribed, trust me and others, this channel is one of the one you want to subscribe to. Empire Jeff LA. Hey, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. We trying to grow out here, man. We putting in this work on the regular, man. So yeah, shout out to you guys who tune in every night, man. But like, we got 33 likes on the video, 50 people in the building. So drop a like if you have not done so already, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already as well. Appreciate you guys. And thank you, Micah. Big Baby, what's going on, my guy? At work, saw the highlights. Love what I saw. Yeah, they played great offense. They played great defense. A little too many turnovers tonight, but everything else they did great. Shot the ball well, rebounded well, defended well. They ran sets an entire second half until they went into garbage time. So just beautiful things to see. I think AD is a better player than Pau Gasol, but Pau is a good complement player to any star in the team. AD is a better player than Pau, definitely on the defensive side. Pau was they're similar in their kind of, they don't really have that dog in them similarity, but AD is better than Pau. I love Pau. The 80s is definitely better than Pau. Love the show, says good win, but Lakers have more work to handle. Facts. They got a lot more work to handle. They got things to work on, but I am definitely not going to frown at the fact when you beat the top team in the Western Conference record-wise. Spence can get done. Don't sleep, chat. He can go in when needed. Facts. Homie killing AD tonight. Yes, I know a lot of people just don't like, they just give AD no love. Like they want AD to go for 40 every night. And if he does, they still find something to blame him on. It's wild to me, man. It's wild. Everyone killed today, man. AD true power forward, not a center. People got to realize there really are no true centers anymore, though. I'm still waiting for Spencer's 40-point game. I hope it happens sooner. We don't need that, man. Huge issue is Lakers used AD in the dunker spot against Denver, and that was a mistake. That I agree with for sure. Dante, what's going on, brother? He said, we give Jeff a 10.5 tonight through the headache and bad start. Yeah, man, I've had a headache all day, man. So shout out to you, Dante. I appreciate that. Headache, and I thought the Lakers game was going to give me a bigger headache, but actually the Lakers may have actually kind of helped me heal my headache. So shout out to the Lakers. Thank you, Dante. Jeff, I was trying to get you to say yes in regards to the actual ham we eat on Thanksgiving, but secretly saying you enjoy. No, I picked up what you was putting down, bro. I picked up on that. I do picked up on that. I don't fall for those traps. No, Spencer isn't bad on defense from what I saw. No, he had several moments. And you know what? Austin Reeves, there was multiple possessions where both Spence and Austin Reeves played really good defense tonight. Multiple times. I'm dead serious. I'm not even playing. Spencer is looking to pass instead of attacking, in my humble opinion. That's what I said. So he should be a point guard out there for us, and that's what he's doing. Trey, what's going on? I said, what's up with all those long outlet quarterback passes tonight? So many turnovers. Yeah, the Lakers got a little out of pocket tonight. Went away from some things that they've been doing over the last like 15 games or so, where they have taken care of the basketball. And tonight they did not do a great job at taking care of the basketball. What just happened here? One second, guys. My mouse just... my mouse started tripping. Give me 1 second. There we go. My mouse was like, I'm going on strike. Man. Let's see. Big Baby says, favorite wine? Are you asking me what my favorite wine is? I drink a lot of different ones. Depends on what it is. I could drink a Merlot. I could drink like a Chardonnay. I could pretty much drink anything depending on what it is. What I've come to learn about with wine too also depends like what I'm eating at the time. Like if you're eating like a steak or eating something, then that makes a difference in the type of like wine you'd probably be drinking. So what is going on? I think my battery and my mouse is about to die, man. Come on, man. Get it together, mouse. Let's see. Searching it. Okay, they're talking to me about my business. Kurt, what's going on, my guy? He says, hey, Lucky. Hey, Lucky's dad. Hey, Serge. Hey, chat. SNL did an Airbud skit over the weekend. Oh, they did? That's hilarious. Lucky was going wild during playback today. I forgot to put water in his bowl before the show, and he emphatically reminded me that he had no water in his bowl by repeatedly slamming his bowl and then eventually bringing it over to me during the show. So that's my bad for not making sure my boy had water, but I got him taken care of, and he was a good pup the rest of the stream. So shout out to Lucky for behaving for the most part. Wasn't too terroristic today. A Dizzle was good tonight. He was, man. Lakers Dodgers for life. What's going on, my brother? Said, what's up, Jeff? Checking in and enjoying the show. Much love, bro. Great Laker win. Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate you as always, man. Why does Chet's beard look like some pasted the hair that fell off of a barber's phone? You do got that like Amish beard, man. It doesn't look a little weird there. Man, I got these hiccups coming. What is going on? Let me get some water. Hold on. You do got that little Amish beard. You know what I mean? It does look a little weird there. Let's see. Spencer's great on corner three, but we don't let him shoot those often. Yeah, he's just better when he's a point guard, man. Vincent, what's going on, brother, man? Wonder why they booed Giddy all the time. I don't know, man. Jeff, I thought you had a pet mouse. Nah, no pet mouse, man. No, Rata's in the building, man. That's for sure. Been constant listening for a while. Appreciate you, Vince. Let's see. Kurt the Fair came in and gave comedic violence. He's known for that, man. Kurt, that's what Kurt does, bro. That's what Kurt does. Yeah, this battery's about to die. But on that note, guys, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight, man. Like I said, Lakers got the win. Great win. Chicago went in and took care of business against Sacramento. So we were able to get some space there, move up a little bit in the Western Conference there, and keep pace with anyone who catches a win on a night we don't play. So very important to get that done tonight. Very important to Sacramento to lose. Very important to handle business against Sacramento and get this work done, man. But I'm going to call it a night, man. After doing the game and doing this, man, got to get up early tomorrow. So I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. You are greatly appreciated. You could be anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for always supporting your boy over here. Drop a like on the video on your way out if you had not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as well. If you show up late, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm sure I'm gonna catch some heat for giving Darvin Ham some credit tonight, but I don't care because he deserves it tonight. There'll be times, I'm sure, where he doesn't, and I'm okay with it. But tonight, the guy deserves some credit tonight. So I appreciate y'all. And one more time on the way out, I'm going to leave y'all with this on the way out. But you guys have a good, safe rest of your night. You guys have yourself a good Tuesday. I greatly, greatly appreciate you. And one more time for the Clippers on the way out here. So Serge, JSJ, and Kurt, I appreciate y'all mods tonight, man. Thank you guys for what you do. This channel wouldn't be the same without you guys. So thank y'all, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Dodgers play tomorrow. Ohtani versus the Angels. Catch you guys in the next Laker game as well. Y'all have a good one. Be safe.